Hey friends, it is October 2nd and I am here to just do the intro for the day. I have a class coming in any minute, so gotta rush this. But I forgot how much longer knitting takes than crochet. I am not even finished with this. I have this much left, and yeah, it takes so much longer. But I do like how this is looking. I think it looks really nice in the DK weight. And I even think that the colors look nice. Very bright. This is a little Halloween progress keeper from Simply Serving. It's like a Halloween sweater. So I'm gonna move that up so that we can see how much progress I make today. I already scratched off the name so that I won't have to do that with you. And it's a Jackalope Jive. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, even brighter. Wow. This might be the brightest project I've ever made, which is fine. So, yeah. Oh, there's a little stitch marker in here. I was like, what's that jiggling noise? I didn't realize that little extras like this were included. Oh, come on. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so gotta try to get this done. Need to make the worry worms. Did not work on my dad's sock, but I'm going to roll for another number because it's the second day. I'll let you know what gets chosen, but I'm really looking forward to fall break where hopefully I'll be able to get on top of some things. So I'll chat with you all later and hope that you're having an awesome day. Bye. Oh wait, one more thing. I switched lanyards to this fall pumpkin one as it seemed way more in season. So I will return to the book one probably in the new year because I've got a Christmas one too. So I'll chat with you all later. Bye guys. Hey friends, it is about 5:30 and I am still at work. That's my iPad. Mainly because I was gonna leave on time. I say this a lot, but then I saw a post on the Stephen West MCal, like one of the Facebook groups, and the video has been posted for the first part, and I was like, oh my goodness, I still have so much to do, plus this first part's out. And so I decided I'm just gonna put on some vlogs and work on this blanket. And yeah, because oftentimes when I get home, that's when things get distracted and stuff. So I finally finished the first color. That's where it's at. I do have a mistake on it, and it's in this I-cord border. Focus. Anyways, you can see it runs smooth until right here. Unfortunately, I still have not just really worked out how to fix an I-cord border when things go wacky. And I figure there's going to be 31 colors in this blanket, and there's going to be 31 colors in this blanket, and hopefully no one will notice that one little blip. Okay, so I have done 5 full pattern repeats. It's a 10-row repeat, which is why I'm using this row counter. I'm just using it to keep track of where in the pattern repeat I'm at. So yeah, working out great. I wound up this one so you can see there's a lot more yellow. It is going to get a lot brighter. So here's what I'm thinking. I need to figure out how long it's taking me to make or use 1 week or 1 day. Sorry, 1 day, not week. So I am going to time how long it takes to do this whole thing. The other thing I want to do is I actually want to weigh this to see if it's actually more than 20 grams. Because yeah, I got to one point while making this the other night, or last night. Yeah, last night. And it said I still had 15 grams left. And I was like, I feel like I've used way more than 5. So, I had been debating staying here and working for a couple more hours. Maybe I will, and then maybe I'll just weigh tomorrow's before going to work. Or, I mean, I can just wait a couple days till I'm on vacation. So, yeah, it's just nice to be able to work in peace. The one bad thing is the lights go off if I don't do big enough movements, and I mean big enough movements. Sometimes even just waving my arm is not enough to keep it on, okay? I have to stand up and move. So that's a little bit irritating, but the alarm isn't set for about another hour and a half, so I do have that time. It is definitely cooler here than at my house, and also there's no dogs here, and I love my dogs, but they are needy. So it's nice to have some peace and quiet for a little bit. So I've been attempting to reset the algorithms on my YouTube. And so I have been unsubscribing a lot. I've been doing probably about 5 to 10 channels unsubscribed every day. And I am really, really trying to watch more Vlogtober channels. And I'm rediscovering my joy of it. Like, I don't know. When I kind of went off Vlogtober, I think when a lot of channels had become kind of really political, and it just was like, there was so much drama, and I was like, nah, I can't watch this anymore. And so I stopped watching even the ones who didn't participate in any of that kind of stuff. But it's been a few years, and I do miss it, and I kind of feel out of the loop a lot. Like, there's whole designers I never even knew about. Primrose Cottage, did not know about that. Did not really know that the housewives were designing as much as they are. Who else? I mean, there's some big designers you guys are probably going to be like, you don't know about them? No, because I stopped watching Vlogtober, which meant I stopped discovering new designers outside of the ones I already knew. And I don't go on Instagram a ton. And even then, my algorithms have been feeding me non-cross-stitch stuff. So, yeah, I've been really, really enjoying watching and discovering new channels. But the thing is that I leave comments on them, but my stupid YouTube does not notify me when people respond to a comment. Like, even when you guys respond to my response to your comment, I don't get a notification about that. And does anyone know how to change that? Because I feel like I'm missing out on being able to talk to people by not getting these notifications. Like right now, it's told me Little Workroom Crafts uploaded a little extra something. I don't know what, but it tells me that they did that 18 hours ago. Sock Witchery uploaded. But none of these are like about comments. So how am I supposed to know if someone's responded to a comment I left? Like, because some of these channels I've watched, I asked them questions to try to get to know them better, and I'd like to know if they responded. Like, there's this one that's an author. Okay, let me look at my history while this is here, so I can tell you who I'm trying to watch right now. Okay, so some of them it thinks, okay, I watched that like a couple, okay. Some of them thinks I've watched videos, but I've actually just unsubscribed from their channel. Those are not really cross-stitch channels, so let's see. Adelaide Cottage, oh no, Adelaide Stitches. I'm all caught up on their Vlogtober. Elderflower Stitches has posted, and she just had a baby, and so it's kind of crazy to me that like she had a baby 5 weeks ago and she's already like full up and running in her business and doing Vlogtober, and she's got like a little one, like a toddler, or maybe just older than a toddler, but like, yeah, I really like her channel and I love the aesthetic of her yarn and her bags, but unfortunately she's in England and the cost of shipping is just so much. So okay, so yesterday I watched all of the episodes or the videos that the Story Stitcher posted. I think she writes Christian romance, and I used to read a lot of Christian romance. Hang on, sorry, I found a snag in my dress and now I'm cutting it off. I used to love Lori Wick and Jeanette Oak, and two of my favorites was The Princess by Lori Wick and Sophie's Heart by, is that Lori Wick or Jeanette Oak? Can't remember. I also like this one book, A Bride for Dawn Again. That was like a mail order bride situation. Let's see. I loved Where the Wild Rose Grows. A Woman Named Damaris. I know that one's Jeanette Oak. Katherine Heigl was in this movie that was based off of the book Love Comes Softly. I loved the book. I liked the movie too, but I really loved the book. So yeah, that's just some Christian romance I read mainly in my teens, to be honest. I've not read Christian romance in a while, but I checked out a couple of her books from the library online. They had 2 audiobooks, so I checked those out and I want to watch them. I've subscribed to Homemade on the Ridge, but I haven't watched any yet. There's a channel called Abby. I watched it and she's cute and I love her projects. So, oh my gosh, don't play with your scissors. Oh, jeez Louise. So, I stayed subscribed, so I'll check out more videos, but she's only posted one so far, but I mean, she got like nearly 8,000 views, and that's crazy for a first video. Let's see, I subscribed to Nicole North Garden Stitches. I haven't watched that one yet though. Stitchy Kate, haven't watched hers yet. Her first video got 10,000 views. That's insane. But her name is Kate. I am Kate, so I feel like I need to watch this. Renewing Stitches, Stitched by Emmy, Cosford Rise Stitchery, The Snitch Stitcher, Maddie, that's Kitty Stitches, Shannon Stitching Shan, Stitch Read Repeat, Buzz Stitches, Beck Stitches, Cross Stitching Diva, Catherine Stitching Chronicles, and I see that she's been working on Brooks Books Princesses, and I need to work more on mine, so yeah. Okay, so those are the ones I subscribe to. I've only watched through the Storytime and Abby. So I clearly have more to be watching, but most of these only have like a couple videos because most of them have been started within the last month. So if anyone else knows of any channels I should be subscribed to and watching, please tell me down below because I feel really out of the loop. Right now my subscription feed is a mix of like debate commentary from the vice presidential debate last night. And yeah, mainly that. Every once in a while, something else will pop up. I find a lot of what I'm unsubscribing from is some ASMR channels. And then some, like, there are some craft ones that are more like generic craft, which I guess mine is. So this is probably a little hypocritical, but it's more like, see how my house is decorated and paper crafting, and I'm not into paper crafting. And so, or like the garden, and those aren't really the things I like to watch. So I've unsubscribed to quite a few of those lately. I wish it would tell me how many subscriptions I have. There are some I'm not unsubscribed from for nostalgic reasons, like NenFam. I used to really like their videos until their channel blew up and got really popular, and then I kind of felt like it changed and became more, I don't know, commercialized. So I don't watch them really. It's been like a couple of years, but I used to like binge watch. At the beginning of the pandemic, I binge watched their videos because they're like wholesome family. Let's see. Oh, there's the lights. Hang on. I think I gotta stand up. There we go. That tells me I've been sitting still for 10 minutes. So yeah, basically, oh, Maddie Kitty Stitches just uploaded Flosstube number 3, so I've got 3 of her videos I need to watch. So maybe she'll be the next one that I attempt to catch up on. So yeah. Okay, I've been rambling for a while. I'm going to watch maybe another video or two and start timing how long this takes me to do. So I'll go home eventually. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so it's been an hour and 26 minutes since I started working on this. I watched 3 of Maddie Kitty Stitch's videos. I have the most recent one still to watch, but that's a 31-minute video, and I know our custodian needs to leave in the next like 15 minutes or so to and he sets the alarm, so I gotta go. So this is how far I got. So let's see, I've done 2 repeats since I worked on it today. So 1 repeat in the new color and the other repeat was in the old color. I'm not loving this giant patch of yellow. I wish that it was more broken up because like both of the ends are dark and then you've got the patch in the middle. So I'm hoping that works itself out pretty soon, but we will see. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and because I am using the row counter, I don't actually have to have the pattern open on my iPad because I just know all of the even rows are a certain way, the first row is one way, and then the other odd rows are another way. So it's a very easy memorizable pattern. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. This is how much I have left. When I get home, I will weigh it. However, I was thinking while working on this, and I'm going to start cleaning up while I finish chatting here. I was thinking that I really need to do those worry worms because it was an order. And so when I get home, I will weigh this, but then I am going to work on worry worms. And we will do a how many worry worms can I get during the night kind of not really challenge video because I won't update so often, but I'll come back periodically and update on that. I need at least 12 for the order, but I would like to get more because my bin, I think, is down to a 6. So I need more for the kids. So yeah, that is my plan. It is still in the 90 degrees at 7:30 at night. We got to 103 today, so not pleasant. I'm ready for fall weather. But yeah, my husband is gonna pick us up some salads from Safeway for dinner, because it's too hot to cook. So I'm gonna need to eat something snacky before then. I don't know what. But yeah, I'll keep you all updated. I hope that you're having a very fantastic crafty day, and I'll chat with you all later. Bye. Hey friends, it's Kate. I'm back again. So I got home and took a shower, and that's basically all I've done. And as you can see, my hair's not wet, so that means I just lounged on the bed and scrolled TikTok. Well, I'm not on TikTok, so Reels and Shorts for a little while. So I did weigh this ball, and it is between 12 to 13 grams, which is less than I thought because I spent an hour and a half working on this, and I got through one pattern repeat, and I was just like, that took an hour and a half. And so I just thought that it would take so much longer, because yesterday it took forever, like seriously forever. So I think I could finish the ball in about 2 hours. So that means it's taking me about 3 to 4 hours to do the 20 grams, which is more manageable than I had thought it was taking me 4 to 5. Anyways, hey. Anyways, sorry, dogs. So I heard back from the customer about the worry worms, and he said, about the colors, that he thinks his daughter, so I guess it's a present for his daughter, wants one of each color, but he's going to check with her, which means I don't need to get it out in the mail by tomorrow, because he hasn't written back, and that was like an hour and a half ago. I said, you know, I'm an elementary school librarian. I have a student that's trying to collect one of each color, so I totally understand. So I'm going to try to make some tonight. But I'm not going to push myself as hard. I might do a little bit more on the Advent. And what I'm going to do is, I think I actually have like 23 or 24 colors. And so I'm going to just go ahead and throw in the extra colors that's as an added gift. So then, even though it took me a couple days longer to ship it than my listing says, he got a few more than he ordered. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Hamilton, Hammy, dogs. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think what I want to do, because it's gotten pretty late. It's like 10 now. My husband still hasn't left work. So I think I'm going to try to do 10 colors maybe. And then tomorrow try to finish up the rest. I'm not sure. I don't remember how long it takes me to do a color anymore, so I'm going to try to time that as well. And yeah, so I will catch up with you guys at the end of the night, or maybe what I'll do is I'll make worms until my husband says he's leaving. Then I'll update you guys. Then while he's driving home, I'll edit today's vlog and work on the blanket. I think that might be the best bet. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on some videos now and, yeah, just work until my husband's on the way. I'm not going to be getting enough sleep, but because we're on the final 2 days before, vacation, I'm not so worried about that. So, yeah. Oh, hello. It's Harry. Yeah. So, sorry, this is so, like, my mind is not working properly. Tomorrow I start prepping for the book fair, so I'm going to take you guys along with that. I've had a few teachers who said they'll help me set up, which is a pleasant change. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how many actually show up to help. Because I've heard that tale before. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey friends. Okay, I'm going to try something new that I've never done before, and that is filming a little tutorial for worry worms. I think I've got this positioned in an okay way. To be honest, I cannot really see my screen. I think that this is all in frame. Okay, so if this doesn't work out, I don't even have to include this. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using some Karen Simply Soft that I've had in my stash for a while. This is the color Robin's Egg. I'm also going to be using a size 5mm hook. This is an H, if that's how you identify your hook sizes. I've got a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors, and what I forgot to get is the googly eyes. So I will have to come back and show you guys that in a minute. Please ignore my dogs. Anyways, okay. So I thought I would share this because I have to make a lot of them. And you know, if you guys ever want to learn how to make them or donate some to my library, I thought I would share how to do that. So you start with a slip knot. So this is how I make my slip knots. I wrap them twice around my thumb. Then I pass the one loop over the other and then off of my thumb. I then put that on my hook and tighten it up. Then you need to chain 30. So 1, 2, 3. I always do about 3 and then move my thumb up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So there we go. Then you want to slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. So not this one, that's the first one. You want to slip stitch into this one. So you put your hook through, you pull through one loop and then the second loop. After that, you want to put 4 single crochets into each chain until the last one. So that's, you go into the next chain right here, you put your hook through, twist your yarn around and pull through once, then again yarn over and pull through twice. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you go to the next chain right here, do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, I need to reorientate this as I prefer when it comes out from this end. It gets a little less twisted around my hand. Okay, so keep going along the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am going to try to speed up the video. Oops. But you get the idea. You do this until the last chain. Do not do it into the last chain. Okay, so once you reach the end, you can see there's 1 chain left here. You need to put 10 double crochet into this final stitch, and then you close it with a stitch, a slip stitch. So to do a double crochet, you put the yarn over, you stick it into the loop, then you yarn over, pull through once, then you pull through 2 loops, then you pull through 2 more. That's 1. Yarn over, 1, 2, 2. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, it's still warm here, so my hands are kind of sticky. 9, and then 10. And then we want to stick our needle back through there one more time, yarn over, pull through both loops, and that is a slip stitch. You're then going to chain 1 and then cut your yarn off. I always just go to the space in between my pointer finger and my middle finger, and that's usually a good end for weaving in. But that might also be because of how I wrap the yarn around. You pull through, and then you can tighten up that single crochet. You can see this leaves us with still a bit of like a gap over here, and so you can kind of tighten it up a little bit, but that gap, once you put the eyes in, is gonna look kind of like a mouth. So now it's time to even weave in these ends. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I turn it over to the other side. This honestly is, no, I lost what I was gonna say. So I do always have a set way that I do this, and that is I start with the end that I cut off first. I probably should have left a bit of a larger tail for weaving in my ends. So I thread my tapestry needle and I come in. So I want to make sure that this is not too separate from the head. And so I'm going to use this to tighten things up. So I'm going to go about down. So I follow like my needle down and I put it in through here. And then I'm just going to start going through all of these loops on the back. Put it through 3. I use that to kind of tighten it up. It keeps it properly headed. Then I go through a few more. Pull through. Sorry, this is not my favorite tapestry needle for weaving in ends, so it is a little difficult. So around here is when I am going to go up. So I don't want to continue in this back. I want to go towards these loops over here. So I go through this one to get closer towards that center, and then I just start going through them. And I'm going to want to go, and this is definitely more than most people do when weaving in ends, but I like to go around the whole head because that can tighten up the center a little bit. So like that, and just take it a few stitches at a time to keep along with the curve of the worm. Just keep going. Sorry, this is farther away from my body than I'm used to it being. I'm used to everything being a lot closer to me, so I can usually go faster. Okay, so we get back to the beginning, and I want to just go back through here and just run it through like 2 more stitches. If it'll come out. Okay, there we go. To really kind of tighten it up. So then I just give it a little tug, and you can see that opening is already smaller. So after that, I pull it out and I just cut off that end. Okay. And put that to the side to throw away. Then I need this thread, and I actually need it to be on the other side. Usually it is. Oh, of course, you're trying to do a tutorial, so everything that can go wrong will. Okay. For example, I tried to do a time lapse and it recorded like 2 seconds, and then I must have pressed a button to stop it recording. So lovely. Okay, so then for this one, I like to go back around the opposite direction. Okay, pull through, and I really didn't leave enough of an end in the start, so this might only just make it around and not back through the body. We'll go, okay, we'll go through there, and I'm just gonna kind of pull and cut off this end. So while I had it paused for the time lapse, I went to get my googly eyes. So let's move this out the way, put our little wormy friend down, and pull out our googly eyes. So I have all kinds of eye sizes in here. So sometimes I'll put on the little tiny ones, and sometimes I'll put on a medium-sized eye. So let me see if I can find one more medium-sized eye. There we go. Close this back up. And these are ones where you just peel the back off and you stick them. It doesn't make them stick for forever, but long enough that, I mean, the kids can enjoy it. It does okay. And I am not going to play around with hot glue and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so there's one end off, and I just kind of stick the little eye over around the top. and just press down. Then I get my other eye and I peel off the back. Come on. Oh my gosh. There we go. And I try to put it relatively in the same place on the opposite side. And there we go. One little googly-eyed friend. Sometimes when you're crocheting, the spirals will get a little bit messed up. That did happen with this guy. But if you just twist it around till you get back to the top, it will right itself. Now this guy is a little stretchy. You can put him back together. All that kind of thing. So here we go. Here's one little robin egg colored friend. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it went well, and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey friends, I apologize for the lighting. I'm on my iPad. I just finished editing the video, and so I just wanted to quickly do an update. I have a naughty little baby over here. By naughty, I mean was trying to chew on an electrical cord and is now upset because Oma said no. Okay, we're gonna wind the hair. So, I only ended up making 4 worms tonight. And that would be because I decided to film a tutorial, which was rather foolish, but you know, I am a procrastinator. So these 4 guys, all in the blue range, are done. So I will finish up the ones I need to do tomorrow. I didn't even really time myself. The thing that I am finding takes the longest is weaving in that stupid end. It is just, it's taking so long to weave in ends. Probably as long to weave in ends as it takes to crochet a little worm. So, yeah. I didn't work more on the blanket. I did finish the last video from Maddie. I forget the rest of her name. Kitty Stitches. Her projects are amazing. And yeah. So I'm going to go to bed now, and I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.